Hey everyone, welcome to Bright Earth Yoga. My name is Hannah, and today I have for you a bum-friendly class for stress relief. You don't need any props, but if you would like to use them, you could grab a couple of blocks, and we'll also be in child's pose a few times. So if you know in your child's pose you're going to want some blankets, a bolster, pillows to make you comfortable, go ahead and pause the video and have those ready by your mat in case you decide you want them. We're going to get started in child's pose today. If you need or want props, you can absolutely stack those in front of you to create a little space in your body. I'm still pretty comfortable just kind of stretching out on my mat like so. It doesn't matter if your heels and hips don't meet or if your toes come apart just a little bit in your child's pose, that will be perfectly fine. So take your time getting set up in your child's pose with your knees apart and feet together or close. Making sure that you come to a place where you are comfortable and supported. And if you are farther along in your pregnancy, as I am, I think I'm 30 weeks around there, then you may have a harder time breathing these days because the baby is squishing up on your lungs. There's just not a lot of space for breath. So as you're here in your child's pose and you draw your awareness to your breath, I'm going to adjust a little bit here. Just concentrate on your breathing and imagine that you are breathing around your baby. Imagine the breath filling all the corners of the body as you breathe in and out deeply through the nose. And try not to hold the body stiff, but allow the breath to move the body. We'll spend a few moments here, just allowing ourselves to arrive on the mat. And allow the breath to go slow and deep. Good. Now slowly press yourself up out of your child's pose and work your way into a tabletop pose with your knees stacked under hips, wrists stacked under your shoulders. This is a great place to, if you have a blanket, to pad the knees, cushion the knees with a blanket. I think in today's class, for those of you who have more sensitive knees, if you're newer to the practice, today's a really great day to be padding the knees, given the poses we'll be doing. And if you have wrist issues, you can roll up a blanket and place it underneath the palms, or you can walk the hands just a wee bit forward. And some people just like to come up onto fists. One other option for wrists is If you have a couple of blocks, you can put them on the tallest, if they're nice sturdy blocks, you can put them on the tallest height here and just stack elbows on top of them. I like to use cork blocks for those because those cork blocks are really sturdy. All right, so let's just move through a few cats and cows, connecting breath and movement. Inhaling through cow pose and exhaling through cat. And today we want to pay special attention to the breath. So make sure each movement is in tune with the breath as it flows in or out the body. Just a couple more rounds. And then we'll come back to a neutral spine and tabletop. We're going to flow through, thread the needle. So first you'll take a deep breath in as you lift your left hand up to the sky, the ceiling, and then exhale, bring it back down. Again, reach up as you breathe in, and exhale, bring it back down. One more time, reach up, breathe in, and exhale. This time, as you exhale, we're going to thread the arm through and come down onto the ear and the shoulder. I'm going to walk my right fingertips up to the top of the mat and just slightly tug back on the right hip so that I'm stretching through the side body. Good. Slowly press yourself up. We're going to take that to the other side. So breathe in, reach up, and breathe out as you come back down. Breathe in as you reach up, and breathe out as you come back down. Last time, breathe in, and breathe out. Thread the needle on the opposite side here. So if any of you ever watch these videos and pay attention to what I'm doing on the screen, you probably notice that I make little adjustments. Sometimes I'm just wiggling around a little bit. Maybe walk your knees back a little bit. Whatever. That's just listening to your body. So we don't want to be holding ourselves stiff, but we want to give ourselves permission to just be human and in a human body. And if you find you need to move something one way or another, just a little bit to make yourself feel more supported or comfortable in a pose, please feel free to do so. Good. So slowly press yourself up, out of that pose. Good. And now we are going to move into grounded low lunge. So lift your left leg out behind you and then bring it up. You can, if it doesn't come up all the way, grab your leg behind the ankle and pop it on up there. So I say this is a grounded low lunge, but because I'm so wonderfully big at this point in time, it kind of looks more like my lizard pose. And I'm gonna make sure that I have a nice wide stance. I've got my my foot all the way out to the edge of my mat here, because this is really kind of the space that I need for my belly at this point in my pregnancy. My hands are to the inside, just like lizard pose. And I've also got my knee pretty far back there, because we're going to flow here from grounded low lunge into half splits with this nice super wide stance here. And again, adjust your stance to meet the needs of your body. Let's all take a deep breath in and send the heart space forward. And exhale, move into half splits. You could have your hands on blocks here if you want. Inhale, heart space comes forward as we shift back. Oh, there's a loud car. Motorcycle. Shift forward and exhale. Half splits. Just keep going at the pace of your own breath. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. And we're going to move back forward into lizard pose. And we're going to take a little bit of a twist here. So we're going to twist towards the leg, but bring your palm to the inside of your thigh here. And you're going to peel onto the outer blade of the left foot as you twist. Be really gentle here. You don't want to hurt yourself or force yourself into a twist, but just a little bit here as you find a hip stretch and a little bit of a twist in the spine. And back to center. All right, I'm going to just slide that foot back as I prepare to switch sides. This time, lift the right leg out behind you and bring it up to your grounded low lunge, which looks like a lizard for me. Good. So find a nice wide stance here. Make sure you've created plenty of space for your body, for your belly. And then take a deep breath in as the heart space reaches forward. Again, hands can be on blocks. And exhale, half splits. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, we move back. Keep breathing nice deep breaths in and out the nose as you move at the pace of your own breath. So you really want to stay connected to the breath today. So anytime your mind is starting to wander off, just practice bringing it back to this space on your mat and to the sound of your breath, to the feeling of your breath as it rolls in and out the body. All right, last time here, breathing in and breathing out. And shift forward and come into your lizard pose here, and we will set up for a twist. So bring right hand to the inside of your thigh and rolling onto the outer blade of your right foot, we'll twist. And working into the outer hip. And coming back to center, I'll just slide that foot back. All right, so we're gonna take the knees wide and melt back into child's pose. Remember, you can use your props here, or you can come right on down like me. And just embrace that feeling of surrender as you notice the way the mat is supporting your body. Great, so slowly come up out of your child's pose, bringing wrists under shoulders, knees under hips once more. And we're gonna flow through threading the needle again. So inhale, bring your left arm up, and exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach down. Inhale, reach up, last time. And exhale, thread it under. Reaching up to the top of the mat with your right hand. We'll pause here. And then slowly press yourself up to repeat that on the right side. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach down. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach down. Inhale, reach up, last time, and exhale, reach back down, threading through. And we pause here, staying connected to the breath, staying mindful of the breath and the way it moves the body. And slowly press yourself up. All right, back into tabletop. We're going to lift the left leg out behind us and bring it up into a low lunge. Let's move through that flow again. Inhale, send the heart space forward, and exhale, half splits. Inhale, shift forward, and exhale, half splits. Inhale, shift forward, and exhale. Keep going, just a few more rounds here. All right, last time, and then we'll come up into our grounded low lunge, and we're going to reach back for a quad stretch. So take your left arm and reach it back for your right foot. Good. This is where a knee, or a knee under your blanket, a blanket under your knee might feel really nice here. And try to make sure you're not like directly on top of the knee. That can put a lot of pressure on the knee, but I'm kind of at the front of my knee right here, more on the bottom of my thigh than I am really resting on the joint. And if you need more space, you can roll onto the outer blade of your left foot. Breathe into the front space of your right hip as you surrender to the feelings of this pose. Good. Now with control, slowly, gently release that foot as we slide the left foot back into tabletop. Good. All right, so this time I am going to reach my right foot out and bring it forward. Good. And flow. Breathe in, heart space comes forward, and breathe out, half splits. Keep breathing and keep moving. Couple more rounds here. And breathing out. And then we'll move forward as we breathe in. And this time we're going to reach the right hand back for the left foot for that quad stretch. Alright, so again, you can roll onto the outer blade of your right foot if that feels okay. And breathe into the space in the front of the left hip as you feel it open. We're breathing deeply and slowly in and out the nose, allowing that breath to support and sustain us. And with control, slowly release your bind here and slide this foot back to tabletop. We're gonna bring the knees wide, and once more, we're gonna come into our last little child's pose of this class. Allow yourself to surrender to this feeling of melting down into the mat. And soften the muscles of the face, around the eyes, maybe gently letting the eyelids close. And finding softness in the jaw. Good. Now slowly press up out of your child's pose and come back through to your tabletop for just a few more cats and cows. We really want to connect to the breath today. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round the spine. Really puff up through the spine and the space between the shoulder blades. And keep going, moving with your breath. Good. And then I'm going to swing my legs off to one side as I sit back behind the heels. And I'm going to come to face the long edge of my mat. Alright, so I'm going to bring my right leg and heel towards groin and extend the left leg with the toes pointing up towards the sky. And just stretch through the side body. So even here in the last few moments of class, don't neglect the breath. Allow that breath to flow through the body and nourish your spirit and your mind. And we're going to turn down, just rotating down towards the extended leg, just as much as you're able. Finding release in the low back. And allow yourself to melt Just inch by inch or centimeter by centimeter, bit by bit down into this pose as your body finds softness and as your mind relaxes and your breath slows down. Good, now I'm going to slowly come up and switch sides. Bringing my left foot in and extending my right leg. First, I will reach up and over to stretch through the side body. And then I will slowly rotate down towards the leg, opening up in the low back. And as the breath deepens and slows, I find myself melting down towards the mat, giving myself permission to relax and to find a place of ease and restfulness. And slowly come up out of your fold. I'm going to take both legs wide, and if you like, you can build a little stack of props in front of you for a wide-legged forward fold. And I'm just going to fold right down the middle. I'm going to support my chin with my hands. You could rest your forehead on your fists, or again, you can be supporting yourself with props. Make sure your toes are pointing up towards the sky. And soften the space between your eyebrows. Imagine everything is just melting. Everything is growing soft and gentle and fluid. All those places where you've been holding tension, just start to let go. Good. Now slowly coming up out of your fold. We're gonna just breathe a little bit together before we end class. And before we do, just make sure you're in a comfortable seat. So you could stay like this if that feels nice, or you could prop your sits bones and come to Sukhasana. You could even rest in cobbler's pose if that is what feels nice for you today. So I'm just gonna sit like this. We'll rest the palms face down for just a moment here, as we pay attention to the way the body feels and the state of the mind. We're sitting up nice and tall, and the shoulders are melting down away from the ears, and the heart space is wide open. The head rests easily at the top of the spine. All right, now I'm going to count your breaths. So you can keep your eyes open or closed, or you can just soften the gaze, maybe gaze down at the floor or at nothing in particular. But what we're going to do is on the breath in, I will count to 7, and then I will count to 7 for the breath out. So as you're ready, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out through the nose. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep going, counting in your head. And if you need to change the count, that's okay. Allow the body to move as you breathe. Don't hold yourself stiff, but you're soft and fluid. Good. Just one more round of breath here, in and out the nose. Now on your breath in, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Really, really, really squeeze tightly here. And on an exhale, exhale through the mouth and relax the shoulders back down. We're going to do that a few more times. Breathe in through the nose, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale through the mouth as you let the shoulder blades glide down the back, releasing all of that effort. Again, squeeze as you breathe in. Ears are reaching up, 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 up. Or your shoulders are reaching up, and exhale through the mouth. Let all of that effort go. All right, a couple more times. Let's keep going. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, we let it go. Last time, squeeze the shoulders up, 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 up. You've got this. And exhale through the mouth as we let all of that effort and tension go. Just feel those shoulders melting all the way down so that they're completely at ease. The neck is relaxed. The mouth is slack and the jaw is soft. All the muscles around the eyes are easeful. And we're relaxed in the space between the eyebrows. At this point, if you'd like to move into Shavasana, please do so. You can support yourself with props. If you're not comfortable lying on your back, you can lie on your side. Or you can move into seated meditation here. Wherever you decide to end this class, it's been an honor guiding you in this yoga for stress relief flow. And I hope to see you next time on the mat. Namaste.